Hey y'all, Rick Sky back again, and it's February the, let's see, what is it? February the 13th of 2021, and I wanted to post a follow-up review for this right here, man. You've seen a lot of my videos, and it's just another one, but a follow-up review for the Schwinn IC4. You know, what do I think about it now? You know, it's 2021, and you know, January is typically when there's all the hype. You know, people are trying to lose weight. I mean, it's like, man, I got fat in 2020. I need to lose some weight. You know, and then typically a lot of people that aren't motivated, late January rolls around, then they start slacking off. So, with that being the case, I felt that it was appropriate on Valentine's Day weekend, February 2021, to share some follow-up opinions in regards to the Schwinn IC4. And before I continue, I want to remind everyone, expand this video's description and then click the link there, and you can find the bike, you can find the shoes like I use, the shoes like my wife uses, the mat like I use, TV, the sound bar, the subwoofer. I mean, you don't have to do all of this, but you know, if you really want to better simulate that gym experience, you know, I felt that it makes it even more motivating. So, but the Schwinn IC4, a few things I really like. This right here, you may say, oh, dude, that's just a knob. It's not just a knob. What I like about this is that it's well made. It's got a, see, it's got those little grip ridges or whatever you want to call them on it. It's easy to increase or decrease the resistance. It's pretty much idiot proof. Minus means less. Plus means more. Very intuitive. The handlebars. Easy to clean. It's a semi-soft material. More hard than soft, I would say. Easy to clean. You get sweaty, it's easy to clean it off. Water bottle cages. Very spacious. And some people said, they're like, dude, do your water bottle cages hit your knees when you pedal? Let me show you. And again, I would never ride this barefoot, but for this demonstration, why not? I'm 6'2". There's my knees. There's the water bottle cages. There is no way. I mean, you'd have to be riding with your seat all the way forward and your handlebars all the way back. I don't know how someone would do it. So that's one of those things I just, you know, I wanted to comment about, because I love all the comments and questions, but I just thought that was kind of goofy. So I don't know how someone would manage to do that, but, you know, I guess if they did put their seat all the way forward and handlebars all the way back, maybe, and then they tried to push their knees forward, maybe they could do that. I've had no problems in that area. The display, super intuitive. The very top, you see as I pedal, RPM, revolutions per minute, also known as cadence. So there it is. See that little bar, those red lines, and then I stop pedaling, it goes down. That shows your RPM, your revolutions per minute. You got your time, how long you've been riding during this ride. Estimated calories burned. You know, that's good, that's there, but I use my Apple Watch for my estimated calories burned. Speed, miles per hour. You can switch it over to kilometers per hour if you choose to do so. Check out my other video within this video playlist where I explain how to change Schwinn IC4 from miles per hour to kilometers per hour. Distance. Estimated distance pedaled. Level. That's your resistance. I go to the right, it increases. I turn the knob to the left, it decreases. Pulse. You can connect the included heart rate strap, but you know, I just use my Apple Watch. And it is worth mentioning, at least now, the Apple Watch doesn't pair with this. So if you want to get your pulse and you just want to use the IC4, you need to use the little heart rate strap, wrist strap that came with it. Let me get back off here and we're going to continue this follow-up review. This is nice. You can put a phone here very easily. You can put a tablet there. So, you know, if you just want to use this and maybe, you know, check your penny stocks or something on a tablet, you can put your tablet there. Likewise, you could use an app on your iPhone or your iPad or whatever, such as Apple Fitness Plus, and you could use that without using it in conjunction with the TV like I do. So there's tons of options that you have as a rider. But in its purest form, you could use this bike without any app. You could simply use this computer to track your progress. You could stare at a wall. You know, maybe you're rich. You could stare at the ocean or the lake. Maybe you're broke and you don't even have a TV to stare at. You could stare at your dilapidated wall. Whatever you want to do. That's the beauty of the IC4. You're not locked into any sort of, there's no pressure to join any sort of paid subscription. But I enjoy doing Apple Fitness Plus with it just because it better motivates me. And likewise, I had a great experience using the Peloton app with this. Now, just because I don't use the Peloton app anymore doesn't mean that I don't like it. I'm an Apple fanboy, and having all my fitness stuff and everything else tracked through my Apple Watch and the Apple ecosystem is just better for me. Everything's all together. And the Apple Fitness Plus seems to be very equipment agnostic, meaning that when you're using the Peloton app, there's certain things that you're not going to get if you don't have a Peloton branded bike. And it's stuff I didn't care about, but that, you know, it's still worth mentioning. The weights that come with it. 1.5 kilogram, 3 pounds. There's some workouts where the trainer will say, hey, you know, get your weights, and just a good way to do some lightweight upper body, very lightweight upper body strength training to enhance your cardio workout. So that's cool. Those are there. One of the coolest things about this, and the thing that actually sold me on the IC4 instead of some of the lesser Schwinn models, this uses magnetic resistance. You know, as you heard earlier, and as you'll hear, check out all my Schwinn IC4 videos, how quiet the Schwinn IC4 is. And that's because it uses magnetic resistance. You don't have those friction pads that'll wear unevenly, have to be replaced, sometimes smell funny. This is all magnetic resistance. And see, when you go up under here, you'll be able to see those magnets, those red magnets. So whisper quiet, you know, since it uses magnetic resistance, less prone to break. Again, it's February the 13th of 2021. I've had 0 problems with this, and I hope that continues to be the case, and I expect that it will be. I assembled this myself. Super easy to put together. Check out my assembly video. It's just been, everything about this bike so far has been great. The one small gripe, and it's not a gripe, but it's worth mentioning. See these wheels? You can roll this to another room in your house, apartment, wherever you live. The thing is, though, those wheels, you know, they could potentially scratch a floor. So I don't use them even though they're there. They're very well made, but, you know, just worth pointing out, if you were going to roll across, in my case, I just use a cheap, low-grade laminate floor. It would scratch that. So for that reason, I just carry the bike. And that segues me to the next positive aspect of this bike. See this little cord right here that goes to the computer? There's a little quick disconnect there. So you can quickly disconnect this cable. You can lift off your handlebars. You can lift off your seat. And at that point, if you needed to transport this to another room in your residence, you wouldn't have the seat or the seat post. You wouldn't have the handlebars or the handlebar post. So you would just have the bottom part down there. Easy for most people to carry with one hand. You know, just simply grab that frame right there and lift. This bike is very narrow, as you can see.
I'm not sure I understand.
So this is going to fit through most any interior doorway. As you can see, there's an interior door right there. Super narrow. The seat, man. Look at that. It's padded, but it's not too soft, and it's definitely not too hard. It's the appropriate blend of paddedness and firmness, in my opinion. But the good thing is with a seat, you know, or if you want to be a bicycle nerd about it and call it a saddle, you can call it a saddle. These are easy to replace. If you didn't like the seat that came with it, dude, just get a replacement seat that fits your anatomy better. So, you know, I love the seat. I have no desire to replace it. I like the adjustments. You know, you can easily adjust the seat. And likewise, you can easily adjust the handlebars. Check out my other video in this playlist where I demonstrate doing that. The pedals, I use these toe cages because they work great with the shoes that I use. Just slide in and it makes my pedaling more efficient. You may like using clipless, which is on the other side. These, you know, if you strap in those cycling shoes and put the cleat on that's compatible with this, you can choose to do it that way. These pedals are very well made. You notice there's not, you know, a lot of pedals you see on road bikes and mountain bikes, they have those little screws there and they tend to, this just kind of stretch, you know, pulls out over time. These are very well made. Incredible amount of quality went into this bike, without a doubt. And it uses, this was something somebody else brought up. One might think there's a chain in there. There's not a chain. This is a belt-driven magnetic resistance indoor exercise bike. So it's very quiet. It's very smooth. And again, talking about the magnetic resistance, not only is it quiet and smooth, but it's predictable. So it's not one of those deals where with inferior indoor exercise bikes where you might notice a difference in resistance over time because the friction pads are wearing out. Again, this uses magnetic resistance, so there's no friction pad that's wearing out and potentially wearing unevenly and making that resistance unpredictable day to day. So I've got predictable resistance, I've got smooth resistance, I've got whisper quiet operation, I've got easy portability. You know, if this is a shared space and I can only have my bike here while I'm working out, it's easy to pick it up and move it to another room. If you're not as strong, it's easy to pop off the handlebars, easy to pop off the seat, make it even smaller and even lighter for one person to carry it to another room. And if you've got floors that you don't care about, it's got those wheels. You can just tilt it up and roll it into another room. So, you know, Schwinn's really thought about everything with this. And, you know, the thing that got me, and again, check out my assembly video, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, youtube.com/IRIXGuy, and ring that bell icon when you do to be notified whenever I post another video. But the thing that really got me is how easy this was to assemble and how good the quality is. I mean, I've been riding until I got hit by a car, man, on the road. That's why I do all my cycling indoors now. But texting while driving, man, it's destroying the world for cyclists. But yeah, back when I used to do road biking and mountain biking, those bikes that I used were very well made. This, you know, it's when you think of indoor exercise bikes, you often think of, man, that's cheap quality. It's not going to be an enjoyable ride quality, this, that, and the other. Dude, this feels great. It feels very firm. It's stable. It's comfortable. It's quiet. You know, it's just, this thing, man, is, and you're probably like, dude, man, you're obsessed with the IC4. Well, I am, because I want to burn this gut off, man. Look at that. I'm not as fat as I used to be, but I'm still pretty fat. You know, that is why I've got this. I've got that to burn fat. That fat. Fat. That burns that fat. There you go. So see, that makes more sense. But it's, I mean, seriously, it is really good. And of course, it requires a power cable. You can see I've got my power cable plugged in there for the computer. And super, super good quality, man. And I'm 6'2", very adjustable. It'll fit people of various heights and weights. Again, expand this video's description and then click the link there to find the detailed specs and where to order it online. But, you know, I couldn't be happier, and I hope to get many years of use out of this. And it's one of those things when you make the decision to purchase a piece of home gym equipment, you know, a lot of people, they buy home gym equipment and they don't use it. Well, and see, I was going to a brick and mortar gym until this pandemic thing started, and then I realized, man, I'm getting really fat. And what am I going to do about that? I'm getting really fat. And this is what I did about that. And I'm happy that I did. And again, if you're looking for the IC4, the mat like I use, the shoes like I use, TV, soundbar, Apple TV 4K, all my goodies, expand this video's description and then click the link there. And ask any questions that you have. Tons of y'all have asked tons of questions, and I've taken the opportunity to respond to as many questions in the form of a video as I've been able to. So keep those questions coming, man. You know, no question is stupid. Every question is appreciated, and I'll try my best to respond to any question that I can. Thanks for your viewership. Best of luck with your fitness goals, and subscribe and stay tuned for more videos soon. Y'all have a good day.